I have a small still shot at the beginning of the video, and at the end I have the still shot of the tools and other product that you need beside the TG Designs kit, and you might want to stick around and look at that. So see how much I've distressed that? I like that. You just wait and see what happens to this. It's going to make it, ooh, beautiful. And I also distress this. I'm looking at it. Yeah, I like that better, and I want it a little bit smaller. Okay. Right, and I really would like a little bit of dictionary page on it. So this is where I start a little bit of gluing. This is kind of just, I just have fun. And everything I do with my creating, I just want people to have fun so much. I want them to just let go of things they're thinking about that might bother them, or being a perfect collage card maker, whatever it is, and just really enjoy what they're doing. And that's, believe it or not, that's the thing that matters to me the most out of everything I do, is I love to see people happy. I love to see somebody say, I really just had a great day making something I didn't even know how to make before I walked in here. So when I put that down, I don't want the edges on the back, so I just go ahead and tear them off. It's not rocket science, I just don't want them hanging over. So to keep that from happening, I just, instead of being careful with my gluing of my page, I just tear them off at the end. And I'll tell you the truth, I have so much fun and enjoyment out of my artwork, and that's the only reason that I actually teach, and is because I want other people to experience it. And here I am distressing it again. I know I tore it, which is a little bit of distressing, but I really kind of like tear the heck out of my papers because I like the way it looks. I like the way it takes ink after you do this. And I will tell you, as far as I'm concerned, anybody that sees this video can teach this class anywhere, because you have to have my product to do the whole entire card exactly like I do it. And I would love you to take my ideas and teach a class. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm not one of these people in the art community that does not allow you to do that. I encourage that, so you go right ahead and feel free to do that, please, because I want you to enjoy it and have a good time. Okay, so I've got these two pieces distressed. Yummy, yummy, yummy. The next thing I think I'll do, and there's a couple different ways you can do it, but the next thing I think I'll do is go ahead, big commitment time, I'm going to at least glue on my background papers, because I kind of know what I want as far as that goes. And I'm going to go ahead and commit to my background papers, because I don't have a problem with that. So I'm going to come in here with the glue stick. I have a really cool, fabulous story. Ricky, my sweetie pie, his mama was with me when I was visiting me in Florida when I bought these fabulous 20-something books of this wonderful music. And believe it or not, I can barely believe this is true, but the Lord led me to this music because it was from 1920s, okay? And it was 20-something books, and I know you're not going to believe the next statement. This gal sold the books for $1 a piece. $1. And I have the book right here. Let me see if I can find it to show you, because everybody gets a piece of this vintage music book, and it is such an awesome book. It's crazy. It's beautiful. And you also get a piece of dictionary page from a really, really old dictionary. I'll give you that. And then I also give you a piece of music from a really old music book And I have, like I said, I have a lot of these. This is just one. I'm sure you can Google this. I think they were selling for like $8 a book on the internet. You know what I had to say about that is this is worth $100 a book to me because I have all this fabulous music. So I give you a sheet of this in my kit, and look at this. Hello. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Sorry, girls. Give me a moment. I think you have to hold something black up. Hey, it worked. Okay, sorry, but look. Yes. Hey. So, this is old. And one thing I love about it being old is you never really have to cut it. It's kind of brittle. You just fold it and it kind of breaks off. But I like that. I love that. And I do a lot of projects with this music, and I have a lot of books of it, and I include it in a lot of things. And that's part of my, it's absolutely 100% part of what I do in a lot of collage work. So you'll see that music book again. Okay, I'm going to adhere this. This right angle doesn't bother me because I know it's going to be covered up. There we go. Again, back to my domino bone folder. I like dominoes because guess what? It's hard to always keep track of your bone folder in a class, and if I have 50 dominoes laying around, I can always find at least one bone folder. There we go. See that? Okay, now what I'm going to do next is distress the card itself. And I have kind of a secret, actually, now that I've shown you the dictionary pages, I can tell you my secret. I like to use the distress tool on top of a book. You know, the distress tool is almost irreplaceable. What Tim Holtz has done for the papercraft industry with his products is beyond words. And I'm sure many of us thank him profusely. And this tool is absolutely, you know, there's a couple distress tools out there that do well. And the distress tool in general is 100% irreplaceable. I love it. And how would you like to be trying to figure out how to make this look like this without this tool? And I'm not 100% sure if I've worn this out. What's nice about it is it has blades all around it. And I like that because there's probably a couple of these blades in here that are worn out. So I may have to get more of these someday. I'm gonna wear the blades out. Okay, now see what I've done? Some people like to distress it before they put the ink on it. And some people like to put the ink on it before they distress it. And the reason for that is they think that the ink wets the paper a little bit and allows them to distress the sides a little better when the ink has already made the paper wet. To me, I don't know, I just got in the habit of doing it first. You know, you have to have some kind of a sequence when you're teaching a class, and so I kind of I went into the sequence of always distressing it first. So the next thing I'm going to do here, I got Tim Holtz Yummy Distress Ink and Vintage Photo, his brand new little circular distress tool, which I'm in love with. I don't get any more kind of square patterns in any kind of way on my cards. And so we're going to start that. Please forgive my work area, but I will tell you this is the cleanest it's been for a while, so I did this for you. Cleaned it up. Okay, now we're going to start distressing the card front. And I honestly, I just treat my work like I'm loving this. I'm sorry, girls, but I'm actually just loving doing this because, you know, we all have a lot of different things going on in our life, and creativity just brings it down to the moment, you know, what you're doing at the moment, and all those things that are there that we have to deal with in life are still going to be there, but you can sure allow yourself to be a little creative and have a little fun. And that's what my love of my business is I'm able to do that for women, and I gather women and we have fun creating. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is the same thing here, okay? The same exact thing. Love it. Love it. Tell you what. Oh, I don't know. This is so pretty because I know what I'm doing now is going to look so good later because I am actually preparing a small distressed look canvas. I call it as a canvas to me because I'm going to be doing a lot of work on both these pieces, and I'm preparing a small canvas with using the distressed ink. I think it might be good at the same moment to do this. I distress it a little bit, not a lot, with this tool, and then I tear it. But I use this, and I thought maybe we should just do this now, and you'll have your distressing done. Now you have a lot of coffee dyed tags in your, I shouldn't say a lot, you have 2 or 3 coffee dyed tags in your kit. And I coffee dyed them. I do 1,000 at a time, and at this point in my life I probably have at least done for sure I've done it 5 or 6, 7 times. I've probably done 5,000 to 7,000 tags of all the different tags. This, the big one, the little one, the circular one, and I love them. Okay, there. When you coffee dye, sometimes this little reinforcement comes off, but if you buy the tags with strings, it will stay on, and you can just glue it back on. It's no big deal. It's all right. That means it had a good, nice coffee dye, so you don't worry about it. And then I'm also going to distress this small tag. It's white, just a little bit with the ink. Okay, not a lot because I want some color on that too. Everything's coming together exactly like I love it. And now I start kind of playing with things. And let's get this. Ooh, I got some distress. Distress out of the way. Hello. Bring it back up here. This is what I have so far. And I noticed that I didn't distress this guy yet. Or girl, whatever it is, this little butterfly. And I love these butterfly images. I found them in a super old book. Actually, some of these images, believe this or not, are by illustrators from clear back in the 1800s. And it's just so fantastic to think that people made a living out of drawing these images. You know, it's crazy awesome to think that. And sometimes when I work, I think about just that fact. Crazy. And back in the day, there were so many women that really didn't work back in the late 1800s, and they were like illustrators for books. And I think that totally rocks too. It's cool how people made a living out of doing art. Okay, now I start auditioning. Got that word from Dina. Dina is one of my very favorite people. I love her, Dina Wakley. She's so awesome because she is so talented, so laid back. I don't know. I have always had my own style, and I'll always have it. But she is one of the first people that took me out of my style box and got me excited about doing something else. And I'm so excited. I teach some of her techniques just to try to sell her stamps and paints and stencils for her, because that girl is amazing. But anyway, sorry, get off track. She taught me the word auditioning. I used to use the word juxtaposing, which I got from Leslie Riley. But we're auditioning this now. We might want to change it up. This is the fun of creating, gals. Please know this is the fun of creating. We might want to go, okay, I don't want it in the center. I might want it over here. I don't even care if it hangs off, because I can always go over here with my corrugated cardboard, which I'm going to bring in, and I can offset that, and I won't use that big piece. I can offset the whole thing with the cardboard if I move over, or I can come over here. This is my favorite part of creating, right here. And I actually stop girls in class and I try to get them not to worry about, is this right, is this right, is this okay, how's it look? I want them to just go, wow, look how gorgeous my stuff's looking. And I'm not even done. I have so much more fun things to do with this. I like that. And I probably will bring this guy in somewhere. I can worry about him later though. And my little beautiful little velvet flower. Okay, it's looking good to me. I like it. Sometimes I'll actually bring in some burlap because, hey, we don't call it mixed media for nothing. So I'm going to cut a little, excuse me, got to cut a little burlap, excuse me. And I'm not sure if I'm going to really use this, but I'm going to cut some for us. And there we go, we got a little burlap. Usually when I use burlap, I don't actually like it just plain. I add some modeling paste to it. I'm sorry I don't have a scraper, but that's what I do. I add a little modeling paste because I like the white and I like the texture, I like the thickness. It turns into almost like a piece of paper. It's totally awesome. I love it. So let me wipe my hands off here. Sorry. Okay. And modeling paste dries crazy quick. I mean, quicker than so many other like glues and gessos and everything. That'll dry before you know it'll be dry. And glad I got my nails done for you because look what they look like now. Anybody that has fancy nails, they have to get their nails done the day after they come to my class. Okay, so here we are. I like it. I think I might add a teeny weeny bit, because I'm playing here, teeny weeny bit more dictionary page up here. Why not? Because I can. Let's do it. And I'm a text person. Doesn't have to be a lot. Text is just very, I don't know the word. Someday I'll think of a good word, but text is awesome. Okay, so I added a little bit up there, and that's where we are right now. To me, at this point, when you have everything distressed and you have your images auditioned in areas that you like, you're probably going to add a few more things. We've got this, but this is where I do my corrugated cardboard colors and let them dry while they'll dry while I'm stamping. So let's do these. And the way that I like to do this is several ways. I'm going to tell you. If you don't have paint, so you don't get into paint, you really could use these, and I'll show you what they look like. You know, they'll work. Look, you know, it will work. And I like to use paint just because I can. And also it has a little bit more dimension to it. So I always go in with, look at that. Hello. Texture. Zoomed in a little fast. Sorry, girls. Black. I just like a texture. I like some thickness to what I'm doing sometimes. And I'm kind of a, everybody has their thing. Some people, like Dina, she taught me a lot about the color wheel, which I really appreciate that. I kind of needed it, I suppose. And I use it at times. I can't tell you I do use it all the time. But I do appreciate what she says, and I know that she's right about a lot of things. I'm adding a little blue. I left the cap off, so it's not working perfect. But anyway, and see, I like that. You can't do that with this. You got to do it with that. So sometimes it's okay. Just go ahead and add a little. And you can do it with a credit card. I use a nice flat surfaces like a credit card. I take it in here and, you know, rub against the surface of the corrugated paper, or you can do it with a little palette knife. Hello, you can do it with your finger. So anyway, I'm gonna let this set aside and dry. And I will say I can have a small little weakness for white. White does something to artwork. It pops it. So I'm going to add some white. And ooh, yummy! See, just by squeezing that, I got some more like painterly look. So, okay, let me get that out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside to dry while we do our stamping. And I gave a little tiny small tutorial about how to take your corrugated cardboard that you get in shipping boxes, etc., and make it like this so you can work with it. And it's labeled Tips Corrugated Cardboard. So take a look at it because it tells you how to get the paper off easily, quickly, and be able to use it for your artwork. Okay, back to the wonderful card. Okay, and look at this. This is already dry. It's dry. It's finished. Okay, it's amazing. And I'm going to start here. I'm going to use my stamps. And as you know, in the kit, the collage pack comes lots of other goodies and my stamps. I love my images, of course, because I did them. You know, I did these off of vintage images, off of things that I just really whispered to me to make it work. And I'm so in love with this set. And to tell you the truth, I only have about 100 of these left, which makes me super sad. And I was wondering whether I should even, you know, do a video. I'm like, oh my gosh, only 100 people are going to be able to enjoy this. But anyway, I'll show you how I use these. And I always usually have a circular stamp in my images and kind of a main focus of the word, and then a lot of images and text. So this is a good example of my stamp sets. I'm going to move it over to the side because I've got you so zoomed in that you won't be able to see it, but I will show you the image I'm using. When you stamp, you'll see it. Okay, when I make these cards, I love to take the flap and put the word butterflies on it. Now you could stamp it in black. You can stamp it in brown. I think I'm going to stamp it in black. When I have a long word like this, oh my goodness, modeling paste in my acrylic block. When I have a long word, put it on the block, flip it upside down, and make sure there's plenty of ink on it. I do like using Archivers ink, and it's nice, awesome ink. It works every single time. Nice clear image. I used a lot of pressure. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Now, it still would have been great if I would have used brown, but I pretty much use black or brown on the main collage elements of the card usually. Okay, I'm going to put that back. I never clean my stamps until the end because I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I'm not going to stop and clean. We do enough cleaning in our houses. We don't need to be cleaning while we're having fun. Okay, I'm going to use some other images. I'm using this detailed wing image from my stamp set. Ooh, yes, I like that. I'm going to use this little stamp that says plate. And the reason I made this is because it's way cool. It looks so cool on there. It looks like it's like some kind of like, hello, specimen or something from back in the 1800s. Here we go. Detail of wing between those two stamps. This totally changes into something else. I like it. Alright, the next thing. Let's take a look. I think part of another part of my enjoyment is just taking a look. Okay, let's take a look. Whew, it's coming together. That's what I call coming together. And I'm hoping the video is not too long. Everybody said, oh, you guys should do like a 10-minute video. I'm like, I don't do cards in 10 minutes. and we can break this up into segments, but it's a class. You know, when I do a class, it's a class. And everybody said, oh, everybody only has like a small little, this is a nice little stamp. I love what I just did there. Everybody has a small span of concentration. I don't know if I really believe that in crafts, because you want to know how to do it. Once you do 1 or 2 of these, you'll be able to do the whole entire pack. So I think it's worth the time and effort to put into it to make it something special. And that's what I'm trying to do for everybody. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, here's another stamp I'm going to use. I love this one. It came out of that specimen book I was telling you about. I'm going to use it up there. And then I keep coming back in and doing, hello, I like it, I like it. Of course, it's not finished. Do I want to raise that, or do I want to put something up there? Do I want to put this in? You know, but that's what I love. You know, and you can even just like, oh, maybe, I'm probably not ready for that, but whatever. I'm just telling you that you just take a little time. Have fun. The whole thing I'm about is you to have fun. That's all I'm about. Okay, now I like this. I'm gonna try not to say love too much. I like this. It's a text I got about the monarchs coming across from South America together, all the hundreds and thousands of miles they traveled, and that's a cool text. This is bothering me because it's just like sticking out there. So what I'm gonna do, I have this very cool frame in my stamp set, and I'm just going to put that there because I think I need something down there, and I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. It did something. This added something. I like it. And I just play around, and when I have classes, it's kind of interesting because people say, oh, it's very cool, because I never really thought about collaging stamps, and you make me think about just doing collage stamps and how they work together if you tie them in with the distressing. And I think one of the secrets is also, to tell you the truth, I think one of the secrets is using only black ink. Let me take a look at this. I'm not done with it, but I'm just saying the black ink does something. Okay, now I'm going to add a few more things just because I can. Okay, this is a little stamp that's in the kit. This is Beautiful Butterflies of the World. Put that up there. And it's Nature's Wonders, so we can put other things in as well. But here's another butterfly. I'm going to add him in there. I like that. I just have fun. I don't get hung up on things, and that's probably the most important thing to me, is enjoying it. Okay, how about Honeybee, which I love, because guess what? He's Nature's Wonders. He can go here. Just collaging, excuse me. And here's a spot. I know you think, oh my gosh, this is one little spot, jeepers, but I like to cover spots. So I'm going to come in with something else. My eye will go to a spot. If I see it immediately, then I feel like everybody's going to see it immediately. And I might just add a little more wing. Hello, a little more wing. We can add it sideways. There we got a little more wing. And it's looking good to me. It's a lot of great, wonderful elements that are interesting and will make you focus on them and look at them. And the only thing I see I'm missing right now is the ampersand sign, and I like to put that in, so I'm going to put it right there. Yes. Okay. Now, yummy, 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 yummy. This is what I've got so far. Looks great. I really like it. I want to make sure I can read Nature's Wonders, which will make me be able to, which will tell me to push this up a little bit. and that's okay. When I make cards, to tell you the truth, sorry to tell you this, but I don't care if it fits in the envelope, because I'll make an envelope that does fit. Okay, now we're going to bring in our corrugated paper. See how they look. A lot of blue. The way to make the blue work is, guess what? Come in with blue cat's eye. Okay? Sorry, I keep trying to load the video. And add some blue. You know, I try and listen to Dina and do a little color wheel stuff, and maybe I do it automatically. I don't even know, but sometimes I just have to add what I want to add. I like that because it ties in that corrugated paper. Let me see from my angle. Yum, yummy, yummy. I love that. I love that. Bring it up a little bit. He's not down yet. He's going to be more straight. Okay. Now, the next thing, I'm probably going to speed this up, fast speed. This needs something, and that might be where this comes in. Or not. I don't know yet. Let me look at my stamps. I could bring this down here more. I could put Nature's Wonders up there. See, this is where you play, and people don't allow themselves to play. I know, because I've actually taught thousands of classes. I'm telling you, I know I have since 1998, and they don't allow that. They get uptight and they say, "Oh, that's not working," or "Something's wrong here," and that's not true. You know, it's called having a good time. And so I'm just gonna play around here and see what I think might work. I like it. See? If I didn't like it, I'd have thrown it out, but I don't need that. See, I threw it out. I like that. It's called texture. Okay, now, remember, I haven't glued anything down. And while I'm gluing, I'm actually probably going to go off video because it's going to take a little bit of time. But I don't care because I got what I really, really want. And this spot here, I'm going to put that in there. That'll take care of that. Ooh, 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 yum. That's all I can say. It's like perfect. Now, when I add tags, it's usually to a spot that kind of needed something. And you can put anything on the tag. You got to put something on it, I think. So, some people take the string off. And sometimes I actually take it off too because I just want to keep a nice, clean string. So, let's take it off. And I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to add butterflies of the world. Then we have some text on there, which I already told you I'm crazy about text. And then we're going to put our string back in. And you can also use music. I'm trying to stick with all the elements that I have in the kit, because the kit includes the butterfly stamp set, and also all the elements I'm using here, every single thing except the products like molding paste and inks and paints. Okay, oh, I love that. So absolutely awesome. Now remember, we still have this, right? We still have that. And we think, okay, well, do we want to use it? Well, let's make it up and see, because maybe we do, maybe we don't. And this is really fun for me to have you kind of like part of my studio, because I created my product line. I used to do books. I did Tweety Joe Publications. I don't know how many people know about those. I have a lot of books still on sale on my Etsy, very hugely, gigantically discounted, because I want to discount them and I want them to make them available to people, and because they're awesome. They were awesome and they're still awesome. But during that time of of doing those books, when I want to do product, I always want to do product line, and I was so busy into publishing I couldn't. And when I did my product line, it's awesome. But I was so busy doing my product line I couldn't create and show people how to use it. I knew what I wanted to do with it, but I couldn't show it off. So this is like full circle awesome stuff. Now, this is beautiful to me. I'm sorry. Some people may call it creative chaos, but I absolutely, totally, 100% love it, and I'm going to glue it down. I'm probably going to leave the video running and do it kind of quickly. Well, I mean, speed the video up. I'm not doing it quickly because I enjoy the process. But I will leave it running, and if the editor decides to leave it in, then you'll see me doing it on camera. And if she decides it's better to leave out, then you may not, but you'll see the end product, and you've seen me create it, so you know what we're talking about. Now, I call this a mixed media card, and I want to let you all know this is what everybody's doing now. And ooh, I think I might add, and I love this. I mean, some people love this perfect little cards that are whatever, and that's good too, because everybody likes whatever. I like to tie everything in with what I've kind of always done, which is collage. And so when mixed media came into the picture, this is a seam binding, and it's in your kit. I do not like, I almost never, hardly, maybe at Christmas, but not very often, like bows. So I make myself a half bow. And I always crinkle the seam binding because I like it look vintage. And then I cut it, and even after you crinkle it, you cut it again because it gets really just frayed at the end when you crinkle it. Okay, now where do I put this? Well, I actually sometimes just drop it. Like, it's perfect. I mean, I guess I'm not that picky maybe or something, but I love this card, and I'm going to go ahead and put it together, and it's finished. And this is the end of my video for this one card. I'll glue everything down, and I love it. It's called Butterflies Mixed Media Card. And with that kit that I have, you can make, I'm serious, at least if you add a little more corrugated cardboard, you could make probably, in a file folder, you can make about, oh gosh, I don't know, a dozen cards for sure. And with the whole entire kit, if you added you know, just a few simple little things like cards, and maybe element, I mean, this collage pack actually will make like 150 cards. I'm just trying to get you excited about mixed media with the things I've put into the kit. But a lot of the things I added aren't that expensive if you go out and buy file folders, some tags. It's a tag. The burlap, you know, is incredibly inexpensive. And so I'm just trying to get you excited because this to me is gorgeous. You can put it in a frame. Put this in the frame and give it to a friend for any occasion. So anyway, I just want to tell you thank you for watching, and now I'm going to put it together, and I'll see you on the next card. I want to make another one too, so you really get the idea instilled in your mind how to do this. Alrighty? Thank you for watching. Bye.